Life is what you have. Style is how you live it. You got one of these bad boys. Live it to the fullest. You know, we go through life regretting that we didn't try certain things. We didn't go after certain things. We didn't get healthy. And I'm trying not to make that mistake because I only got one of these lives to live, and I'm trying to live it to the fullest. So today I just got back from a place called Life DME here in Indiana. And it is a place where you go to where they monitor your oxygen or your sleep. I get your CPAP machine. I can't talk this morning. Your CPAP machine. I got my coffee, y'all, so I ain't got no excuse. I'm on the CPAP machine. I've been on the CPAP machine since, excuse me, I believe 2015. And I pushed back from it. But eventually I accepted it and I use it. I use it every day. But it's actually a requirement for me being a CDL holder. If I don't use it, I can lose my CDL due to the fact that my DOT card would not be renewed. But I don't just use the CPAP machine because of that. I have become an advocate for a CPAP machine. The symptoms that I had prior was that I did get headaches. I didn't fall asleep random times of the day. You know, once I was up, I was up. But I did get headaches when I woke up in the morning, and I was a little lethargic. I didn't pop right up. It was a little bit of a, you know, I had to warm up to the day. You know what I mean? So I don't have those things. I get up, I hit the ground running. I'm ready to roll. I sit down and watch a movie in my living room. I don't fall asleep in the chair. I've never had an issue where I fell asleep behind the wheel. That's never been an issue for me, thank God. But I do have sleep apnea. I don't know how bad it is now. I haven't had a test in several years. But when I did have the test, I did, in fact, stop breathing. According to their computer, their analytics, I stopped breathing up to 7 times per hour. So I thank God for the machine. But now I'm dependent on this machine. My machine broke, and I had to get a new one. So I just picked up my new one. They had to program and give me a tutorial of it and get me going with this new machine. So I'm excited. I got my new machine. I did have a spare one, so I haven't been sleeping without it. But now I have a new one. I can get accustomed to that and go on with my my great sleeping. So this is day 4 of my weight loss challenge, and I screwed up yesterday. I messed up. It wasn't all my fault, but I take responsibility of it because, as some of you have heard, I'm a grown man, and I know I need to learn how to make decisions for myself and not succumb to peer pressure. And I succumbed to peer pressure. My mother-in-law brought some what we call Harold's chicken, which is a local cuisine here in the northwestern Indiana, Chicagoland area. It's a very popular chicken location, and I succumbed to it and had it, and I'm pretty sure it was a boatload of carbs, fried chicken, the whole 9 yards. So I need to get back on track, and I'm doing that today. I'm putting my foot down, and I'm going to eat extremely clean and continue pressing on. So let's carry on with my day because I got to.
Make your head swim how fast it took the
All right, let's do it. I've gotten to the point where I don't like going grocery shopping. It's just difficult. It's difficult. You're trying to eat a certain diet. You see stuff. I don't like it. I know it do. meat section is the only part of the store that I enjoy. It's obvious, right? You know, going to the grocery store, it is, I don't know, it's a challenge for me. It's not because I want to eat everything in sight. It's not that at all. It's because in my mind, I got a framework of what I need to do and what I need to eat. But then I see things that, maybe this will work. Basically what I'm doing is I think I'm overthinking this entire process. And it really, really goes on when I leave the house, when I'm out on the streets. When I'm in the streets, man, when I'm outside, it's, my mind really, 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 really starts to run. Especially if it's an all day thing. For example, next week I got to fly out of town. I got to go out of town and be gone for about 7 days, give or take. It's not going to be a home cooked meal situation. It's going to be me making a good decision on what to eat 2 to 3 times a day. And normally in most cases it's going to be having to go to a restaurant or some type of place. And, restaurants aren't structured to have a protein, a lower carb option. So I say all that to say, those, family, those that are following, give me your opinion in the comments if you can. Give me an example of a restaurant or a location. I know Chipotle is one that will work. You can get it without the rice, get the burrito bowl without the rice. I've done it in the past where I've got the lettuce as the bed as opposed to the rice. But what are some of the things at Chipotle that I can make in a bowl that is, high protein and, low on carbs, not completely rid of carb, but low on carbs. What are some other restaurants that one can eat at that I can go to and say, hey, I'm ordering this. I want to substitute this. Do restaurants do that? If you can, let me know in the comments. Those are some of the questions that I have. Those are some of the things that kind of make me nervous, because when I'm back on the road for an extended amount of time and, I'm eating at catering or whatever the case may be, I want to be able to make the right decisions. I want to be able to take advantage of that, but be able to eat the right things that will give me the results that I want, along with working out, of course. What are some of those things? So I give me that information. Some of you guys have been giving me some incredible information. I am so thankful for it. It really, really opened my mind in terms of, in particular to the carnivore diet. I love the carnivore diet. I love the idea. I love the concept. I love steak. I love meat. I can do that. I love eggs. I can do those things. But then when I'm getting rid of a certain aspect of my diet, those vitamins, those nutrients that I need, what do I have? What am I going to have to do to replace those? And a gentleman has, he laid it out, man. I really, really appreciate him. That's amazing. So, those things are tips that I need to go for it. A person that has been with me for a while said, if you're seeking, you're finding. And I am seeking, and I plan on finding everything I need to reach those goals, to get that health. Like I said, I just came back from getting my new CPAP machine. I want to become a point in my life where I don't need it. I'm depending on it right now because I probably can't sleep without it. But I want to have that choice. Do I need it? Do I want to use it tonight? Or, whatever. I don't want it to be a required thing for me. So, yeah, man, I'm excited, as you can tell you. I'm pumped up. I am pumped up. We're ending the day strong. My wife made some incredible chicken, man. Look at that. Chicken there. Some baked chicken. And some green beans there with some turkey there. Yeah. I'm excited. End the day strong, unlike yesterday. And get ready for tomorrow. I always say we got one life. Live it to the fullest. Life is what you have. Style is how you live it. And keep doing what you're doing until you see what it does. See you in the next one.